Saturn in Taurus, personality traits and how it affects your life. Saturn's way is one of effort and facing what we fear. A person with a second house Saturn can fear lack and poverty, even if the coffers are full. You might sell your soul for security or a big paycheck, though, fortunately, you can't really sell your soul. With Saturn in the second, you might feel trapped, and work hard at jobs that deny you full expression, or that feel punishing and wear you down. The fears of Saturn can keep you in jobs at odds with your true life purpose. At certain Saturn crossroads, like the Saturn return, there could be disruption to the structure that keeps you from growing. When you align yourself with your true values toward slow, steady growth, you are very driven to succeed. And a second house Saturn makes worldly gain a big deal. In his complete astrology book, Alan O'Kane writes, a well-placed Saturn in this domicile indicates someone who can profit most from investing the least, but a poorly placed Saturn can deprive a person of wealth, or at least bring certain fears concerning the use of money. Where does this come from? It's one of the mysteries of Saturn and its teachings in our lives. Look to Taurus ruler Venus in your chart for more ease, pleasure, and ways to enhance well-being. Is there a way to work hard at what you love? The second house relates to sensual Taurus, the sign of wisely growing toward a solid future. The work house. Saturn is primed to work in the second house of Taurus, and to put down strong roots. A sense of drive, and a willingness to make sacrifices, and persevere leads to success. Traditional astrology lines you up for what's tangible or has real value. Your Saturnian instincts draw you into real estate, working with the land, construction/contracting, apprenticeship/crafts, or mastery of an art form. Other possibilities take you into owning a business, being an architecture/landscape architect, engineering, becoming an interior designer, or caterer, being a restaurateur, or starting a microbrewery, a boutique, a salon, or an herbal product or aromatherapy line. Venus is strong here but given form, structure, and definition. The drive is to create substance, in work and at home. You want visible proof of what you've accomplished. This might be a comfortable home with all the fine furnishings, or reaching a level of net worth that allays your fears of not having enough. As we know, Saturn can be a taskmaster that gets out of hand. All work and no play is no fun and leads to burnout, resentment, stress, and ill health. You get worn down. Some with this Saturn labor under the assumption they're on their own. Look for collaborators to share the work and the rewards. Your personal values. The second house and Taurus are about personal values. This house is directly across from the 8th house, which has to do with shared values and investments. Saturn in this house means your standards are high, and you want to do things your way. There's a strong sense of self-reliance, and a push to make the most of your natural gifts. If you see how this is a progression from the first house of identity, in the second, you are establishing yourself in a grounded, earthed way. You are cultivating your resources, and living your values. Your great need to be established and build up a strong, solid base can lead to being inflexible, and resistant to change. There can be a fear of losing what you have, if you're not in control of it. But as you relax that fear, you find joy in sharing what you've created, and being at peace with what you've manifested in life. Transferable attitudes in their love life. Saturnian Taurus natives are very determined, once they focus on doing something, and this doesn't only apply to their professional life. In that sense, they can be extremely ambitious, and endure quite a lot of punishment on the path to success. Financial security and overall stability can only be attained with enough effort put in, working smart, never giving up, and being always patient with how things advance. With love matters, Saturn instills them with great practical sense, which means that they will want to find someone to spend the rest of their lives with, to build a future together and not just another adventure. Long-standing relationships are hard to come by, but they are reliable and trustworthy enough to attract that special someone. With great affection and an unusual amount of compassion, the Taurus natives will offer their partners a feeling of security, of protection. With a steadfast determination, they seek to build a firm and steady bond with that special someone, and they may forget about romance in the meantime. The more sentimental individuals might not be prepared to live like this, so this may lead to disappointment. Moreover, because they are so hell-bent with their plans of a happy marriage, and won't easily give up, problems could appear because of a toxic partner. They should learn that giving up is sometimes the right choice. The good and the bad. One of the best things about a Saturnian Taurus is that they are arguably the best person to call when you have a problem that you can't deal with. They will act with the best intentions, and with so much passion, that you could think their entire life depends on it. That's why this native should occupy a management position, or something close to that. Moreover, it's something really surprising that some people see them as procrastinators, couch potatoes, who prefer sitting all day long in front of the TV. The thing is, they take responsibility for their lives and actions, and don't want anyone else to be put through the dangers that they choose for themselves. Keeping a slow and steady pace is the most efficient approach to solving a problem or completing a problem. It's safe, secure, and makes everything much easier to tackle. Saturn brings out these traits in this native, and it also brings out something that they will become legendary for. Stubbornness becomes the telltale sign of a Saturn Taurus, and they will make sure to express it in every situation. They can take it to a whole other level, meaning that once a decision was taken, absolutely nothing can make them change their minds. The Saturn in Taurus man. The Saturnian Taurus native can be described as extremely disciplined soldiers, who never stray from the given orders, and who do things in a very organized fashion, with a singular purpose in mind, and a steadiness of mind many would find appalling. It is true though that they seek for security in all of its forms, and in all walks of life, with Saturn giving them the energy they need to succeed. In a relationship, he will take on the role of a protector, fighting against all the possible dangers that might hurt his partner, and shouldering all the burdens that appear. In return, he expects to be loved and appreciated. Also, honesty is very important to him, so one should never think about deceiving this man. The Saturn in Taurus woman. These women have the natural instincts of a protective mother embedded deep within, and these reflexes resurface every time they must make a choice where the safety of their loved ones is involved. Vigilant, patient, but also prone to long bouts of worrying, she can be extremely reliable when it comes to having a relationship. Those who fall in love with her do it for the grounded personality, the sense of security that she exudes, that aura of firmness which she uses to calm down any situation. These ladies with Saturn and Taurus give the impression that nothing can possibly take them down, and this commanding personality gives off pleasant vibes to dominative partners. It might have the opposite effect on others, but they don't care about this kind of people in the first place.